Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our spring concert. Even with the piles of snow out there, today was a fantastic day. Plus the drip, drip, drip of the snow melting must have warmed our hearts. And our hearts are warmed by your attendance. The cadet band will perform first. We will not play the songs in the order that you see them in your program. Our first piece is called Captains of Adventure, a spirited concert march that allows the students to play in a lot of dynamic contrasts, but still keep a nice, strong, steady beat like a concert march does. So first comes Captains of Adventure. Just a very short pause here. We are going to smile for a few seconds as we have a photographer in the catwalk that's going to take our on-stage band photo right now. Our next piece is some Star Wars music. The main theme that you'll hear You'll get to hear two themes. One very, very familiar. No, actually three themes. The first one is it's called the prologue, meaning the first music when the lights come on and after the fanfare, 20th Century Fox, 21st Century Fox now. But anyway, the prologue is just a short section of the music, and it's usually kind of a solitary kind of thing. And I have one student who's going to play it. Jonah Toppy, he's going to solo on the prologue. And then after the prologue, we're going to get into Anakin versus Obi-Wan. And there's two recognizable themes. The battle scene between Obi-Wan and Anakin. And then also, you'll hear the Darth Vader theme. So this is a pretty impressive thing. This group of students is playing music with a higher range of notes than what I usually do, but they've aspired to it pretty well. I think they had a motivation to do so. Star Wars music. Our third song is called Stonehenge, and it is named for those mysterious stones that in England people still aren't 100% sure what their purpose is. So there's always mystery about it. And this arrangement, I think, captures a lot of that mysterious quality about the topic of Stonehenge. I have some movement going on to balance out the band. We've got about 472 saxophones in the band, and that's a little bit more than what a band of our size can balance out. So some of them got turned into trumpet players and also into clarinet players. Now, they're not playing the instrument, but they're playing their parts just to help balance things out. So kudos to those students who learned the melody only in a different set of keys than what they're used to. So good job by them. Stonehenge. Before we play Coldwater Creek, our final piece, the thing that we want to do besides getting this nice group photo on the stage is as soon as the concert winds are done, I'm going to take the cadet band out to the Commons, and we'll do a photo on the risers out there. So we'll try to get that done very, very quickly. It's been my pleasure to work with these students. It may sound trite to say it, but once upon a time, I used to always get through a week of teaching and then look forward to having the weekend off. And when you do cadet band or concert winds, there's a lot of Saturdays that you don't have off. And I never really am tired of getting up early on a Saturday morning. Now the students, that could be another story. However, I look forward to working with these students even on the weekends. It's my pleasure to have worked with your students. Please keep them playing in band. We need as many people in band to make the world a better place as possible. Please enjoy our final selection, another concert march. Challenging piece. It takes us all the way up to a full octave in some instruments. That's quite an achievement in year one. Thank you, everyone.
While we're transitioning between the bands here, just a couple of thank yous. First of all, like Mr. Cromer said, thanks to all of you parents also for getting these students here on Saturday mornings. Very much appreciated, and like he said, let's keep our students playing in band. It only gets better from here as far as instrumental music and the things they can accomplish and the fun they can have and the friendships they can make. So please do that. I want to thank also Mr. Nolte and his crew for the sound and lighting tonight, and also for the live stream. It is being live streamed tonight. All of our concerts are. If you're interested in finding that video after the concert, our FVLHS.org YouTube channel has all of these concerts archived there. So you can find it, and you can tell relatives if they're not here tonight, go ahead and find that. It's going to be out there for, I don't know how long, forever, I don't know. Also, I want to thank, you've seen a couple of high school students assisting. We've had just a terrific crew of high school students helping us on Saturday mornings. You can see some of them listed in your program. The ones I listed there are ones that have been here more than 5 times, but there's many more than that who have helped out throughout the year. So many thanks to them also. We are going to have the concert wins come up, and we'll get on with the remainder of our program. Thank you.
Steal the concert wins thunder here, but I did forget to do one thing. Even though I mentioned him by name before we played Star Wars, I didn't give a chance for you to applaud our soloist job on the prologue of Star Wars. Jonah, take a bow for a great job on that solo.
Also, I wanted to thank Ms. Dachin from the FVL Cross and Crown for being here tonight to take those photos. We're going to do the same thing that Cadet Band did. So after our first number, Ms. Dachin, are you up there right now? Okay, then maybe we'll do it right now instead. So we will take our pose photo. And like I said, after the concert, we are going to have the Cadet Band first, and then concert wins in the choir risers in the commons for a group photo. What we're going to do is get the kids out there. Miss Dachin is going to do the first photo. We'll get everybody all set, and then we'll give parents a couple of minutes right after she's done for your opportunity to take those photos. And if you want to do an individual photo of your son, daughter, or maybe a group of students after that's done, then we certainly can do that. And then after Cadet Band's done, Concert Wins will do the same. I do know that Riverview students are going to meet someplace for a photo, so we'll make sure that we keep them together also. All right, so we're going to do our group photo.
turn to Kelly. To Kelly writes about joy. Joy. A boisterous, uninhibited quality is implied in the music, not only at climatic moments, but also by the frequent presence of sudden and dramatic stylistic contrasts. The main melody and overall mood were inspired by a single event, the birth of our first child. The intense feeling that most any father would feel on such a day were, in my case, accompanied by a simple little tune which grabbed hold of me in the hours preceding her birth, and refused to let go throughout the day and many days thereafter. Indeed, until I jotted it down in my sketchbook, it did not release its grip. 7 years and 2 children later, I stumbled upon the old sketch and rediscovered that it would serve perfectly as the foundation for a joy-filled concert band overture.
Just a couple more acknowledgments. We have students from the cadet band who were wearing the ribbon and the medal for completing books. We have a lot of students up here also who are wearing their medals. We've got a number of students also who are wearing medals on their vest, which are from that they received after playing their solo. So that's what all those things are. We love to see these kids accomplishing such great things. So that's what all that's for. I also want to thank Mrs. Nogar, our conductor, assistant conductor. She's not on the podium tonight, but she does a fantastic job helping to coordinate the percussion section in the back. She's here when I'm not here for a weekend. I cover for her when she can't be here, and so many thanks to Mrs. Nogar for her work with the bands too.
When Summer Takes Flight, Upon Crystal Waves by Robert W. Smith was inspired by the convergence of two unrelated events. The first was a commission inquiry by the Morehead City Middle School Band in Morehead City, North Carolina. The second was the composer's move to the lovely seaside community of Navarre, Florida, and the Gulf Islands National Seashore. Morehead City is part of the region known as the Crystal Coast. North Carolina's Crystal Coast is perhaps best known for its pristine beaches, which are in the southern region of North Carolina's Outer Banks. With hundreds of miles of subtropical oceanfront, visitors to the area experience a wide range of natural beauty. With the composer's love of the water, When Summer Takes Flight, Upon Crystal Waves captures the still beauty of the gentle waters building to the excitement and exuberance of literally flying across the waves.
March by Sandy Feldstein and Larry Boyle. Honor March was written to introduce the march form and style to young musicians. Playing marches is part of the heritage of the wood band and is an important style that all instrumental students should experience. Try not to tap your foot in tempo as we play this bright and snappy march.
Thank you. Thanks again for coming. Cadet Band is now going to go out into the Commons for their picture. So parents, you can go ahead and start getting out there. Please, again, give Ms. Dachin the ability to take that first kind of couple official photos, and then, you know, when she's done, then you can all pile in and get your best photos that you can. Thanks again for coming, everybody. We'll see you out there.